Good morning. Good morning. Are you Crystal Bogan? And Ms. Bogan was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to theft of property, a state jail felony. That agreement was for a 4-year deferred probation with a $1,000 fine as well as restitution in the amount of $9,400. I've received the pre-sentence report. Have y'all all had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, I have.
And any additions or corrections or?
There's a lot of history, what I'm saying, but discussed it with counsel also restitution.
Speak up, I'm
I
sorry.
just want to make sure the important on restitution, most of the main issue we're looking at, get some of that money back.
Let's break that down. Restitution means Crystal has to repay the victim the full amount stolen, in this case, $9,400, or possibly more. It's essentially the court's way of saying, you took it, you fix it. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just about money. The judge and prosecution are already questioning whether Crystal can even handle the terms of probation, given her history. Do you think restitution should factor into leniency, or should prior crimes outweigh repayment? Drop your thoughts below.
I've got 1, 2, 3 and a quarter pages of criminal history. Oh. Well, there's a lot of stuff that wasn't dismissed. There were 14 felonies that weren't dismissed. At least 4 or 5 misdemeanors that weren't dismissed. I understand the restitution, and y'all know my position on that already this morning, but she's on probation right now in Sutton County, correct?
Yes.
Right. So do they know about this case? And what has happened over there, if anything?
They're continuing on my deferred. Because I'm supposed to put this for anything.
I can't understand you.
I'm supposed to start nursing school.
When?
I was actually supposed to start in September, but I had to wait to see.
Are you really going to be able to go to nursing
Yes,
school
ma'am.
with this type of criminal history?
Yes, ma'am.
That question right there cuts deep. Nursing school requires background checks, and multiple forgery or theft convictions could bar someone from patient care entirely. The judge isn't just being harsh, they're being realistic. Because in many states, felony theft can mean permanent disqualification from healthcare roles. So while Crystal dreams of saving lives, her past might have already written a different script. Do you believe people with felony records deserve a second shot in professions like nursing?
Either that I haven't been convicted of it. I'm a CNA now.
Where do you live now?
In Houston.
Another issue that I see on here also is the restitution, because it shows $9,400, but then it also, that was from inside the bank, and then it shows $500 from an ATM and $100 from a cash app, totaling $10,000, not $9,400.
Here's the classic courtroom confusion. The math doesn't add up. The state's evidence shows $10,000 total stolen, not $9,400. That's not just a rounding error. It can change restitution, probation terms, and the entire plea deal. And Crystal's defense? Blame the other person involved. But joint responsibility means both parties are on the hook, whether she swiped the cash herself or not. This moment is critical. The judge is realizing Crystal might not be as forthcoming as she seems.
Is that correct?
And if that would have been added on, I guess I think fee.
Well, it says $500 was withdrawn from an ATM outside the bank. Is that right? You know better than anybody.
I only went into it. I didn't have no access to the card.
Okay. So possibly the other person that was involved did that?
The only thing we knew about
That was,
$900 that sneaked in the bank.
I wasn't aware, to be honest, when we did it and when I got the PSI, I was in the cash wrap. But if it was a withdrawal, then that would be her responsibility joint and separately.
Right. It says, so
Just a request.
the contact from Do Good said that the defendant withdrew the entire loan amount of $10,000, 94 from inside the bank, 500 from an ATM, and 100 from a Cash App transaction. It doesn't matter if you did it or if the other person that you were with did it. Y'all were working together. So you're both, and what's the other status of
I
the,
don't have the other status of another person. I don't know. This is one that was charged. But I do Cussing on there. But she's responsible.
yeah. So I mean, if there was another person, you didn't give that information, then that's, okay. Apparently the cops didn't either, so.
She went in the bank. She was on the call. Well, I'm not getting
Hold on. So the probations in Sutton County, have they been transferred to Harris County? So you're going in person in Harris County? Okay. And so it's the state's position to go forward with the agreement?
I understand the court's concern. Everything has the same. Like I said, our initial deal was to get some of the money back on our victim. However, we understand.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do, Ms. Bogan. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Can y'all hold it down over there, please? I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I just don't know. I just can't believe I'm even considering doing this, honestly.
Excuse me.
I'm not. I can't. There's no way. It has to be straight probation. And I realize that that's going to potentially have some issues, but I can't with 14 prior felony offenses, same type of thing. So
I don't.
you
No,
do.
no, I don't. No.
Okay. How many do you think you have?
I have 3 here and one back here.
Okay. You have lots of them that were at the same time for different offenses.
You know, we're never convicted, never told.
Yeah, you did probations for them. Forgery of a financial instrument. Don't talk over me. March 3rd, 2008, Harris County, 180 days in jail. So that one was reduced. March of 2014, forging identification cards in Cuyahoga County, Ohio, 1 year probation. Same charge, same probation. So that's 2 in Ohio. March of 2014, aggravated theft in Ohio, another probation, the same date, but still another charge. March of 2014, attempted drug possession, pled guilty, 1 year probation. March of 2014, same thing in Ohio, possessing criminal tools, probation, all of that. It was at the same time, but still different cases. November of 2014, forgery, 2 cases, got probations in those. I'm going to run out of fingers. March, another one, a theft, aggravated theft in Ohio in 2014. Then we go to Sutton County, Texas, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 continuous smuggling of persons for pecuniary benefit. And that's the 10-year probation that you're on in 5 different cases. That's not correct.
No.
So how many cases are you on probation for in Sutton County?
It all ran together.
I understand it all.
One.
It doesn't run, but that's not how it works.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
When it runs together, it just means you're serving it at this.
Boom! That's the sound of the deal collapsing. The judge just rejected the plea agreement, which is rare and serious. Usually, plea deals save time and court resources, but the judge is drawing a hard line. Too many felonies, too little accountability. What's more, this rejection resets the case. meaning Crystal's walking out of this courtroom with nothing guaranteed. Would you have taken the same stand if you were the judge here, or would you have approved the deal to at least ensure restitution?
I'm rejecting the plea agreement. I'm resetting your case for 3 weeks. We'll see you back in 3 weeks. Y'all can talk about it then. Ma'am,
What?
this is not going to help.
What matter? It's on.
Well, looks like you did that, not me. I'll see you in 3 weeks.
And there it is. The courtroom meltdown. Crystal lashes out the moment the plea collapses, and you can feel the frustration boiling over. But this isn't just attitude. It's a costly mistake. Losing composure in front of a judge can directly influence bond decisions, sentencing, and credibility. Judges don't just punish crimes. They react to behavior under pressure. And right now, Crystal's writing her own downfall in real time.
She said
What'd
it was bullshit.
Come on, hold on, get her. Don't let her go. Come back. Everybody heard it.
You're bullshit.
Come back.
Sure, lawyer.
So my lawyer did bullshit. I didn't say this.
You don't talk like that to anybody in this case because he didn't do this either. You did. He did he did a great job. I'm going to find at this time that your bond is not sufficient because of your attitude and because of your
I gotta go to work. So I'm gonna lose my dog and everything too.
Well, maybe you shouldn't cuss at your lawyer. Maybe you shouldn't have this attitude here in the courtroom. I'm going to raise your bond. What's the bond currently set at? Don't cry now after saying it's bullshit to him and acting like this in here. Stop.
Damn.
No, you're going to make it worse. You're just going to make it worse. You should, when I told you a minute ago to stop, you should have stopped when I told you to. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $25,000. Go back with the bailiff.
This right here is the legal domino effect. Because of her outburst and disrespect, the judge just raised Crystal's bond to $25,000. That's the amount she'd need to pay or secure to get out of jail before the next hearing. And this wasn't about the theft charge anymore. It's about courtroom conduct. Judges have broad discretion to adjust bond based on attitude and perceived flight risk. So yes, one outburst just cost Crystal thousands more and possibly her freedom.
You want to push on me like that? You don't want to put this on me like that.
So let's recap. Crystal Dogan walked in with a plea deal for probation, a fine and restitution. But her criminal history, contradictions, and courtroom behavior turned that offer into a dead end. The judge's rejection means she'll be back in 3 weeks, facing a far tougher road ahead. This case is a masterclass in how attitude, honesty, and history collide inside a courtroom. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, drop your take in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama and expert legal breakdowns, right here on Justice Unfiltered.